Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Yorkshire Kitchen, the show that celebrates the best local food and produce. Today I'm in Wetherby at the Food Festival. Did you know Yorkshire and the Humber region have the largest concentration of food and drink businesses in the UK? They bring £1.7 billion to the region's economy, and some of them are making an appearance here today with over 80 local companies showcasing their very own produce. For today's Yorkshire Kitchen recipe, I'm going to evolve a dish which is going to be about using the seasons, also looking at local suppliers wherever possible. The recipe I'm going to use is going to involve deep fried courgette flowers, a Yorkshire salsa verde, and my key ingredients, a wonderful local sausage. So, okay, so I'm going to move on now and I'm going to go and get all the ingredients, so I'll see you later. Wow, this is fantastic. All this arranged in fantastic, lovely chilies. Where are they from? South America?
No, none of these. These are all grown in York.
York?
Yep.
But how many varieties do you do?
Oh, we do around about 40 to 50 types.
And what about all this? If I were like pick now, what variety would I put with the salsa, with tomatoes, or something sweet with the tomato? I'm thinking of maybe doing 2 dishes later on and playing around with those. And also, for the salsa,
right.
Can I have a look at this? What do you say?
Well, this is blondie. This is a nice fruity flavour.
And what's heat level on that? You say hot on the packet.
Well, it is hot, but it's not as hot as a habanero, but it is hotter than a jalapeno. Okay.
And I'm thinking about growing a plant at home.
Right.
What's this one?
Just something on the windowsill, something like this, Penny Highlands.
Penny Highlands?
Penny Highlands.
Okay.
It's like a habanero.
I think.
All right.
Might as well try it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.
They're really good. Are they local sausages?
Well, we're actually based at Leaning Bar.
Near Beedale?
Yeah, near Beedale, yeah. We only use pork shoulder as well, it's all fresh ingredients. So.
Shoulder being really sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet meat, there's a nice sweetness to
Yeah, it's all really lean as well, so there's not pretty much no fat in there.
I'm looking for a nice, not too spicy sausage to go with a dish of Yorkshire chilli and deep fried courgette flowers.
Yeah, it's only got a tiny bit of paprika and red peppers in there, so it's not spicy, it's got a bit of a kick to it. But...
That's fantastic. Can I have a packet of those?
Yeah, of course you can.
Lovely. Ah, marvellous. Thank you. It's time to start cooking, and today I'm going to start with the salsa. The salsa involves tomatoes, shallots and chilies. The tomatoes I'm going to take now and just show you how to take the skin off in a couple of quick movements. The tomatoes I'm going to place on the board and then cut it straight in half, quarter the tomatoes, and then from the top end take the seeds out quickly. You can serve the seeds if you like, but today I'm not going to put them in. Then we take the tomato and I get the knife and place the base of the knife at the base of the petal of the tomato I've cut and press down. Then now we've taken the skin off the tomatoes, I'm just going to roughly cut them up, bit that way, and throw them into this little red bowl I have here in front of me. Now, here's a lovely implement I've got here. It's really fast and quick if you're chopping things. Then I've got a lovely shallot, which I'm going to cut in half through the root, take the skin off, just pull it all off like that, top and tail it, leaving a little bit of the root on, that should be enough there, and then chop down, 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 doing the vertical down, the horizontal in. Okay, keeping your digits at bay, and then chop, 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 chop. 2 years it takes to do this. 2 glorious years if you ever want to practice chopping. Then we pop that into here, into our little bowl with our tomatoes. And then let's take the garlic. Just bash the garlic. If you see a little green shoot coming out of the garlic, it's bitter. Some people think it brings on indigestion. So let's not, if you see it, take it out. Okay, chop the garlic up quickly, Add that to your tomatoes and shallots, and then take the piece de resistance, the blondie chili. Now, it's fairly hot this, so I'm going to chop it up very carefully. Okay, and place that into the salsa. If you want to take a lot of the heat out of a chili, the seeds of the chili are very, very hot. Also, people forget the membrane is also equally as hot. So you see I've got this chili here. What I'm doing at the base here is just cutting gently and taking the membrane out of the chili as well as the seeds. Okay, and then just going to chop across like so, and let's add some of those in. All about different type of texture, adding a sharper, hotter, dry chili because the flavour's been more intensely packed into there because it's been dried, to a nice, clean, fresh one which complements the tomatoes really well. Then I've got some local, again, rapeseed oil. A little glug of rapeseed oil into there. And then to give it a bit of sharpness and fruitiness, I've got a homemade raspberry vinegar. And I just infuse a little bit of raspberry vinegar into here like so. And then nearly finished, we take some basil leaves. And if you get some basil leaves together and put them on top of each other, roll them all together. It's called a chiffonade of basil, which comes from a tobacco term of rolling tobacco leaves. We shred them up as fine as we can like so, and we place them then into our salsa. We'll give it a little stir. Okay, and then mix in the vinegar, add a little bit of salt. You can put some pepper in here if you will, maybe cayenne pepper, but I think it's going to be hot enough with this. And then the most important thing then is taste. Lovely. Maybe a little bit more sharpness in there, like so. And then that's your first stage, done and dusted. What we're going to do after that then is we're going to get the sausages ready next. Okay, for the next stage, we need the courgette flowers, and in this wonderful basket I've got over here, here they are. Now, that's the female, and that's the male flower. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break off the fruit of the female, and then let's come to the male. And then what I'm going to do now is just open it up, can you see, around the stamen. The stamen is bitter, so we're going to remove that out of the way. And as you can see, I've peeled around the base of it, so you get this lovely flame-like thing. So the female one's exactly the same, you're just taking the fruit off, and we peel around like so, removing the stamen and the base. So you get this lovely flame, okay? If you ever get any flies, just give them a little, just like that. And now I'm going to put them into a container here, and these are all ready for frying. Now, if you want to use the courgette fruit itself, just slice them up into thin little slithers. Okay, as you can see now, the courgette flour in here is starting to bubble, which shows me that the temperature is just about right now to start deep frying. So remember, if that's not bubbling, it's going to be too cold and all this lovely oil will absorb into your batter. So we give this a stir. So we take the courgette flowers, cut them up a little bit and place them just on top of your batter. Take a few of these, the fruits as well, and pop them in like so. So they're all in. Now, bring it as close as you can. Get the courgette flour, dip it into your batter so you've got this lovely thin coat on this. Swirl it around. And then just drop them off. Bash against the side. Move them around a little bit so they don't catch the bottom of the pan, because if they stay in the bottom of the pan, they'll stick in the bottom of the pan. I'll leave them like that, you see. If you have dropped one in, it's gone straight to the bottom of the pan, wait for like 10 seconds. Does it come back up like that one has? As if it hasn't, just give it a little stir with a spoon. So what's the thickness of the batter? Fairly thick. If I dip my finger in this, which I'll show you in a minute, should coat my finger. Turn the courgettes over, courgette flowers over. These are cooked. Keep the residual heat in the pan, and that can sit there. So now I can get rid of all this out of the way and get my plate ready. And there you go, summer on a plate. You can see details of today's recipe and find out more about some of the local ingredients you've seen today on our webpage at localkitchen.tv. And now it's time to taste.
The atmosphere is brilliant. There's so much going on. There's great stalls everywhere. There are good singers on the stage and everybody's happy. It's really lovely and the weather's great too.
There's a lot of stalls, there's a lot of different things for people to try and good entertainment, so I think it's been really good.
Okay, let's try this table over here. Hello everybody, having a nice fair? Yeah, is it good? Nice music as well. I'm Steve from Yorkshire Local Kitchen. This is a deep fried courgette flour with a little Yorkshire salsa. Take that and taste that. Now what I've got in here, I've got marigold flowers. So a few marigold flowers and fennel flowers in here as well. There you go, so hopefully you've enjoyed the dishes that I've prepared today. You can go onto the website, which is localkitchen.tv, and hope to see you again next time for the next edition of Yorkshire Kitchen. Thank you. Bye, take care. Bye-bye.